real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey, thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate it, especially the NTZ crew. Thank y'all for everything you do. I keep this alive, respectable. I mean, a respectable and safe live stream. And then we've got two honorary NTZ crew, Sam Champion and James Lyons. Welcome. JH says NTZ in the house. Said one troll already, Cal. You got them mad even before the stream. That's funny, man. I wrote that down here when I saw you say that. Hey, CAS, what's going on? Wonders of Life. I'll let a few more people get on here. The name of the vlog today, the stream today is, should I risk it all at my age and follow my dreams? You know, what do I have to lose? You know, that's a good topic, guys, and something you should ask yourself. But at the same time, do you have to risk it all? You don't have to risk it all, but we're going to talk about it, man. What's up, TJ? He says, imagine having so little to do in life that you come and thumbs down a live that hasn't even started yet. Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny when I read that. See, I read that already. Hey, Ingram Davis, what's going on, brother? And Ingram Davis, if you can, I gave you Rock Engineering's email. Can you? I can't find it on our WhatsApp chat. Can you send that back to me? Hey, Peter Anthony. He said, real nitty gritty. What's up, Cal? Hey, Smoky Mountain Modeler. Michael Unstad, I see is on here, guys. Look, if you got any questions about health insurance in the Philippines, he's the man to talk to. As simple as that. He's our in-house insurance specialist, man. I mean, he can answer all your questions. What insurance is accepted over in the Philippines? Because you don't want to waste your money and get over here and the insurance is not valid or they don't accept it, guys. So he's got a Facebook page. I think it's Health Insurance in the Philippines. It's as simple as that. But yeah, go on there, guys. Hey, King Arthur, checking in from sunny San Diego. How far do you live from Balboa Park? Hey, Sam T. I see LaVon White's on here. Hey, thank you, JH, for the super chase. I can almost taste your adobo and Pansy Cow. Hey, I got some good news, man. Here in Manila, they're talking about 70% inoculation by the end of September. So they're going to they're proposing some vaccine bubbles. Now, how far it's going to go, I don't know. But right now, they're just talking about opening up, you know, certain personal care services, dine-in services for fully vaccinated individuals. So you know what possibly could be next. I think they could be letting some fully vaccinated tourists in here because that's herd immunity, I believe. No, is it 70% or 80%? Thomas King said, how did those houses happen? I don't understand. Oh, you mean, how did it burn down? Well, over here's Parola Street. It's an area that it's like a squatter's area, you know, and supposedly somebody was cooking. And, you know, if you have, like, when I was over there helping Donna and Gail, they live in the squatters area, H. Cherigore. You see how close their houses are together, except this one is bigger than H. Cherigore. So if one house catches on fire, they're all going to catch on fire, really. And it's so hot over here, you know. And when you get over here for the first time, you're going to see that they've got a big fire campaign that goes on basically year round, but most of the time, like March, April, May, when it's super, super hot. Hey, Ingram Davis, what's going on, brother? I was looking at some of your pictures you sent me today. I was trying to find that email I sent you, man. Boy, you were sharp back in the 90s, man. I knew you. It was the 90s. I could tell by the clothes you had on. Retired 2019. How you doing? Malcolm Magnificent. He said, what's a Filipina oil change? That's just a blow job. That's all it is, Malcolm. We're going to keep it simple. And the lube job is anal. That's all. You know, this is a grown-up channel, guys. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to be, cringy or nothing. Come on, man. Most of my viewers are 45 and up. I see Elena for Reals on here. Thanks. Hey, do y'all have a website, Elena for Reals, that people can go to and check out your videos? Because whenever I see people supporting me, I like to support them. So Elena for Reals. DG, what's going on? I see Frank Ellis. But yeah, they're looking at 70% in the NCR by September. That's a lot of people, man. You're talking about, it's over 13 million people in the NCR. I think that's like Cavite, Quezon City, and Metro Manila. And then, they're talking about this vaccine bubble, which is it's big time, man, because now you can get a massage if you got a full vaccine. Malcolm Magnificent's laughing. No, that's what it is. So now you can get a massage, because I'm gonna tell you, when you get over here, guys, that's one thing that I don't care. You go around the world, you're not gonna get a better massage and a cheaper massage than over here. I became addicted to it, and I didn't even know you're not supposed to get a massage every day. Believe it or not. But I was. It was $250 when I came here. It might have been $250 in 2009. It might have been $200. But it was like $200, $250 per hour for a massage, man. And see, back in 2009, this is before everybody start opening up massage parlors, man. You got a real massage, and it's $500 for a 2-hour massage, man. I mean, but see, now with the pandemic, you can't do it. They shut all that down. What's going on? Rory Bellamy says a vaccine with a happy ending. TJ Johnson said LOL caught Cal on a day that he didn't feel like doing subtext. No, man, hey, most of my channel is 45 and up. And I don't think people come all the way over here, like I said before, to see that Manila skyline that you probably ain't going to see anyway, guys. Hey, Hollywood, baby, my favorite fireman. He said, good morning, Cal. The house is looking good, brother. I wish I owned my own home instead of fighting this 30-year dragon slayer. Kudos for that great accomplishment. Thank you, man. I was thinking about that last night. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about. Should I risk it all at my age and follow my dreams? What I have to lose? See, Hollywood, baby, I had that 30-year mortgage. And at one time, I was happily married. But when we got a divorce, my American wife was so stupid that I had to give the house back to the bank. Big mistake on my part. I didn't really have to, but really I had to, because she wasn't getting out of there. It took a court order to get out. And from that day until I started this, it was always my dream to get another house. But this time I wasn't going to owe a bank. I wasn't going to have a mortgage or anything like this. This is years in the making, man. I held that dream in my mind for a long time. But do you even have to risk it all? Because if you're an American, because I can only speak for America, because I don't know anything about living in Britain, France, Australia, New Zealand, anything like that. America's the easiest country on the planet to earn a living and take care of your family. if you give it all up and move out of America to say the Philippines or Thailand or somewhere else to pursue your dream, you don't have to give it all up because you can go back and accumulate all the other things. Now, will you have enough time to do that? No, because we're getting older. But the 3 years that I've been over here, man, going on 3 years, December 5th will be 3 years. It's like a lifetime, man, over in America. What I've got accomplished, as happy as I am, man, you know, it's like a lifetime, man, for me. So it was worth it, you know, because I gave up everything. But I really didn't risk it all because I can go back tomorrow, you know, because I have to do my recertification, my insurance, you know, I have to do my continuing education. And then, see, I do Medicare Advantage. So I'm doing my recertification now. I just finished Humana. I'll do WellCare today and probably Anthem tomorrow. I did the AHIP. So I'm ready to go. All I got to do is go back. I could go back tomorrow because the annual enrollment period starts October 15th and runs to December 5th. I can make $25,000 just like that, man, you know, and be back, you know, at least the appearance of my old self again. But, you know, what do you have to lose, man? You know, you got to ask yourself that. Papa Kiko says, Brother Cal, no risk here. I'm an OG, grew up in Oakland, about to retire and like you doing a house, but in Bacala. That's not far from me, brother. No more being a space cadet in a rat race. I mean 100%. I hear you, brother. Yeah, Bacala is about 2 hours. And Bacala's grown on me because the first time I went there in 2017, man, I didn't like it. But when I moved to St. Carlos City, and me and her, you know, we go back and forth with Bacala, man. Bacala's grown on me. But you're right, brother. You know, if you don't know what it is you want by now, I'm 58. You're probably never going to know. But see, Napoleon Hill says it's never too late. He said that most men really reach their peak. Now, I ain't talking about physically, but mentally and spiritually and all that, when they're somewhere 60 and above, because a lot of the things that distracted us when we were early, they no longer distract us then. And I can't believe that, you know, as you get older. But I've got friends in America who seem like geniuses now. They sold, I worked for Brown and Williamson Corporation for many years before they finally just closed gates completely. And many of those retirees there, they sold their house and bought an RV, and they're traveling America and Canada right now. And they seem like geniuses now with this COVID. You know, but you got to ask yourself, what is my dream anyway? A lot of us stop dreaming, man. I'm sorry, but not me. I didn't stop. And I'm not going to stop. Brian Nichols said a private massage only. Well, they're private. You know, you got the curtains up and everything. But yeah, for $5, you can't beat it. And even to this day, it's still $5 for 1 hour. I always give her a tip. Hey, James Lyons. Welcome, brother. TJ Johnson said, yeah, I feel you on the massages. There used to be a parlor on the bottom floor of the condo, and I'd have them come give me a rub down after a good run on the treadmill. Yeah, I mean, I got addicted to it. I didn't know you wasn't supposed to get it every day, man. I was getting it every day. Tim Gunlover, what's going on? He said, hey, Cal, John, hope all is well. Yeah, I'm finally going to make it over to that swimming pool, guys, today. I didn't make it the other day, but I put my foot down to her. We getting out of the house today. So I put some stuff on my Facebook page. And also while I'm thinking about my Facebook page, let me thank everybody right now. I don't know, but for some reason I asked my girlfriend, I said, can you go on my Facebook page, start from today with the Miss Sunshine Shoulders contest and go all the way back through when Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page started. I'm just kind of curious how much money we've given away just on my Facebook page. Okay. Because my initial goal when I started Sunshine Shoulders, July of 2020 was I was going to give 1,000 pesos to 100 families, through my spin wheel. So that would have been 100,000. Listen to this, guys. This shocked me. 1.1 million pesos we given away in a little bit over a year. That's a lot of money, man. That's more than what my house costs. And I want to thank y'all. This is what we gave away, not me. And it's kind of funny because nobody ever talks about that. These trolls and the people that make videos, they never talk about, they always want to count my pockets. They never tell y'all how much we're helping over here, man. And the only reason I brought that up because I saw a video came across my screen. It was this black guy's name is it Killer Kong or King Kong in the Philippines or something like that. He was taking up for me. And I want to give you a shout out. Thanks, brother, because I ignore him. But he was talking to the Raw Facts guy. He made a video about it and said, hey, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. And it's like, man, nobody ever talks about the good we're doing. They always want to count my pockets and, and this and that. Y'all heard everything. And it was just shocking to me, man. I didn't know that we had done that much, but I want to thank y'all, man. Anybody that's ever supported us in any kind of way, watching the video, PayPal, Cash App, anything. We've given away over 1 million pesos, man, in 1 year. That's a lot of money over here, man. I'm proud of that. And y'all should be proud of that. Hey, Brian Bonds, thanks for that super sticker. I just wanted to put that out there because I would never have talked about it, but people always want to count my pockets like they know good and well, guys. Listen, then we'll go on back to the subject. I'm one of the low guys on the totem pole here. I just started. There's probably, I could name you at least 20 channels over here who earn a lot more money than I do, but for some reason they weren't about me. Hey, Kevin Sound Mixer, thanks for that super sticker, man. I really appreciate it. Ty Cromwell said, Killer Cow, what's good, my brother? And get ready to go swimming today. Smoky Mountain Model says, I'm hoping the PI will make me young again. It will. I did a video on it, man. It's a good one, too. It's called The Fountain of Youth. I found the Fountain of Youth in the Philippines. And it talks about Smoky Mountain Modeler. There's some factors, man, that you get over here that's going to make your life young. Number one, 365 days of sunshine. See, that's the Son of God that everybody talks about. That life-giving, life-sustaining son. Then you got the beautiful woman, because no matter what you say, man, do not discount the influence that a woman has on your life, a man's life. Look at your mother. Then when you're going to come over here, you're going to tweak you're going to tweak your diet, because I can't get to a lot of the comfort foods that I like over here. Candy yams, a sweet potato. Some people call it sweet potatoes, macaroni and cheese, those energy drinks, those Monster energy drinks over there I like. So I was able to lose 30 pounds. And then because the Philippines, I don't drive over here. We walk a lot more. We get a lot more active. So when you take those 4 things in consideration, and you'll see it, go on Vagabond Awakes. And see, he didn't even call it he doesn't call it the Fountain of Youth. I called it that. But he's got those 4. He travels all around, but he's always in a place where there's plenty of sun. He got that beautiful woman with him. Of course, he's a vegetarian, and he works out, man. It's going to work for you guys. Lonnie Franklin says, oh, Cal, they have good massage, Polar Bear there. Yeah, they do. But it's just like in America when people start doing the janitorial services and what else they got? The lawn care business. Everybody wants to do it. And it thins out the it kind of waters down what I wanted to say. The quality, man. Hey, Jeffrey Chatter, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, continued success to you, Calvin. You are a true ambassador. We all see a piece of ourselves in you, man. Thank you, man. That's a big compliment right there, man, because I think that's the only reason that my channel's been able to get the traction that it has. I'm just a regular guy, man, and I think y'all can see that, you know. And I just share my experience, man. I used to tell you all the time, and I quit doing it, that I'm not an expert. I know it all over here on the Philippines. I don't think there is one, but I do have a unique perspective, man. I just share it with you. You know, I'm not going to, you know, we don't have time, man. You know, life goes by so quick, man. We don't have time to be playing around. You know, we know why we're here. You know, so let's talk about why we're here, you know, and then how we can help each other, you know, to make our time here more enjoyable and above all things safer. Hey, England Davis, thanks for that super chat. He said shot for 30,000, Sage. Yeah, we nearing 22,000. Hey, Nifty, I got my shot yesterday. That's why I didn't play. Tomorrow, Ugma, Friday. Okay. My tennis buddy. I didn't play yesterday, guys, because I got my where I took it's somewhere around in here. I took the Band-Aid off. But man, I tell you, y'all got some miserable ass people in that in the Western world. It's too late, man. I've taken the vaccine. I'm fully vaccinated now. One guy said, "Oh yeah, watch he said you're gonna get erectile dysfunction." Well, my girlfriend, I have her come out here, she can bear witness to that. There's no problems right there. And you know, guys, you know, it's just so much other things we could be concerned about besides whether or not somebody wants to exercise their right to take a vaccine. But pretty soon, I think it's going to be like the government. See, the government over here now is getting strict. If you work for the government here, you got to take it. Or you're going to lose your job. What's up, John Wells? I see you on here. Patrick Glenn said, do you think OJ did it? I do. I mean, who else really had the motive, the opportunity? And that's a crime of passion, man, you know. But it doesn't matter what I think. There's a lot of people there's a lot of innocent people sitting in prison right now, you know, and a lot of guilty people walking the streets right now, Patrick Glenn. It's just, you know, why we focused on OJ. I mean, it's obvious over in America why we did it, but yeah, the millions of people, I mean, literally, they got away with murder over there. Not just OJ Simpson, but yeah, you asked me the question, and I'm telling you, yeah, I think he did do it. And I think if they weren't in such a hurry to, you know, it was a rush for judgment, that they would have got OJ Simpson. But, you know, he got it anyway. Jason Flint, what's going on? He said, hey, y'all missed the theme song. I'll play it again when it's over. What's up, Luis Martinez, man? Good to see you. Glad you could join us, brother. But yeah, I believe OJ did it, but it don't matter. It don't matter what I believe. I wasn't on the jury, to be honest. Frank Ellis said, get ready to get back on that hamster wheel. Who, you? What? Ty Cromwell says, I would leave the job now, but I would sacrifice the lifetime medical insurance. Yeah, I'm confused what to do. I'm in good health now, but I don't know about later. Yeah, and see, it's everybody. This is a question as we get older that we have to ask ourselves. It's almost like the question, will I take my Social Security at 67, 65, or 62? It's one of those questions we all have to ask ourselves. You know, I opted out because I'm one of those guys. It's all about quality for me, man, over quantity. You know, not this promise, man. You know, when my mother died, of all the people I've ever seen die, when my mother died, it convinced me that death was real and I'm going to die one of these days. Nobody else convinced me. My father died before she did, 2 years before my mother did. But when my mother died, I said, yeah, you better get on your dreams, buddy. I mean, it fast-tracked me, and the only regret I got is that I didn't come over here sooner. But the 3 years I've been here, it's like a lifetime over in America, man. I'm just so happy here, man. I mean, I can't even describe it. But you got to have a dream, man, And a lot of us have quit dreaming. J.A. says, Calvin, you could make that money, but what would it cost you overall being back in the U.S. has a hidden cost regardless? Absolutely. See, that's what I'm saying, Jay. If people are worried about giving up all that comfortable lifestyle and, all that stuff that we accumulate over there, you can always go back and get it because it's not going anywhere. But if you're somewhere like me, I'm 58, 60, 65, 70, and you've never traveled anywhere, you've never been outside the country, and you still holding on to that dream in your mind, man, I say go for it. What do you have to lose, really? A guy was telling on my, I uploaded that house video yesterday, and one of the comments was, oh, he's taking a great risk. No, he's taking a big gamble building that house over there. I would never do that. And, I have to agree with him, man, to each his own. But that's not going to make or break me, but it's my dream. See, we don't have the same dream, but that's my dream over there. And the fact that I'm able to go over there, I can go over there right now, walk right over there and watch it unfold in front of my eyes, man. I can't really describe it, man. Paul Smith said, what's the average mortality age of men? See, I did a video on this before. In America, it's something like 72. But if you're a black man like me, it's 70. So now bring that over here to the Philippines. The mortality age of men in the Philippines now, as hard as they got it over here, it's 70. So I said, man, let me weigh that up. If I come over here, I know I'm going to live better than the average Filipino. Maybe I can get that 2 years back that I lose over in America. And that's what it's all about for me, Paul Smith. But yeah, that's your answer. It's like 72, but if you're a black man, that's 70, man. You're going to lose 2 years. That's a lot of years, man. And don't think 70 is old. It's not. I've met a guy, and he lives in Calatrava. He's a black guy, lives not far from here. I think he was 68. That guy, Bill, I don't know what nationality he is. It really don't matter, guys. But I'm just saying, because it's different. The age, the mortality age is different. You saw when I stopped him on my video that the other day. I'm trying to think the name of the video that I did, and I stopped him. He's 66, man. You wouldn't believe it. Man, he looks good. That's not old, guys. I want them 2 years. I want them 2 years because I know those guys are still screwing. See, before I came over here, I told myself I probably got a good 10 more years, 10 more fucking years. That's what I said. But now it's extended now. Instead of 10, I probably got 20. See? Harold Teal says, can I use Tricare Humana in the Philippines? There's some places up in Luzon, around Angeles City, Olongapo, all the places around there where Tricare is accepted, Harold. But that's something that you could probably go on Facebook and get a real answer for that. Talk to the guys from the American Legion that's up there. Because, see, up there in Angeles City, Olongapo, around them areas, man, it's a big American presence up there. It's not like down here. You give a lot I mean, you get a lot of advantages from living up that way. I've got a friend, well, I consider him a friend. He lives in BGC up there, and he tells me about that stuff. He said, yeah, he said, if you go up there, you'll get mail. They got their own mail service, barber shops, soul food restaurants. He said they got everything up there. Hey, Papa Kiko, thanks for that super sticker. But yeah, I want my 2 years, Paul. J.A. said happiness over money. Yeah, happiness over everything now. They say family over everything. They say, love this, love that. No, I'm with Jay now with that. It's happiness over everything for me. Okay. Smokey Mount Molly said, I heard it's 72. Yeah, for everybody else, Smokey, but for me, for black men, it's 70. I looked it up. And, okay, if you're a man in America, I don't care what nationality, if you were born and raised in America, here's the important years of your life, and you're going to see, tell me if I'm wrong, between 50 and 60. I've seen a lot of my friends die and family members die between 50 and 60. They say because what you did in your 30s shows up in that 10-year span. So if you've taken good care of yourself in your 30s, which I stopped drinking and smoking and everything at 35, you got a good shot of making it out of that 10-year period, man. It's a very important period for men. That's a fact. Just a Bill 02 says it, giving her a tip code for a happy ending. No, now a lot of these places I'm talking about, these massage places, are real massage places, just a Bill. You don't want to go in there with that sort of attitude. You'll get in trouble. These are real ones, like Nuet Thai is the name of one of them. It's a bunch of them, man, but they're legitimate massage places. They don't, not that type. Jason Flint said, I stopped dreaming when I was in my last marriage, but since the day I decided to get a divorce, it's been all sunshine and dreams again. Yeah, and that's true. Because you can be so miserable in those marriages, man. I'm going to tell you. I was. Dennis Snyder said, I love you, Calvin. I hope that's not somebody that took your name, Dennis. Tim Gump Lover says, I always give him a tip. Me too. Now, Nuet Thai is N-U-A-T Thai. That's one of the more legitimate places when you get over here to the Philippines. They're like a franchise. They're all over. What you can do is go there a few times, find you somebody that's really good. Then you can give them your number, whether it's a man or woman, and then they'll come to your house and do it. See, and you just pay them that way. Yeah. Lynn San Diego 102 said that Paul Smith depends on many factors, where you live, race, educational background. But for the big picture, you can Google a country and just put average age for men. Yeah. I did it in America, 72. Rit 5014 said that flight to Butuan City is no joke, bro. I already told you. It's only a 35-minute flight it's like 35 minutes from Cebu City. I've made it so many times, round trip. It's no joke because you're going to be on one of them prop planes. And at some point in that 35 minutes, you're going to hit that turbulence. Okay. And, if you like me, man, I think too much, and I didn't even have anxiety then, man. And because we'd be sitting next to each other. I look at her, she'd look at me, and it's like, what are we going to do? Yeah. But yeah, that is no joke. John Wells said the average age is 71.4 years for men in the Philippines. See that? I want my time, man. I want my time. So I'm going to live better than the average Filipino man. I'm going to take better care of myself. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to live better. So hell, all things being equal, I should get that 2 years back. 2 years is a long time. Especially if you're happy. John Wells said Paul Smith, 78.5 years for American men. Yeah, so Well, I'm losing 8 years then, John. Or maybe, Kevin Sound Mixer says, smash that like button, y'all. Yeah, but, what is your dream, man? Come on, guys. Let me put in here, what's your dream? Like I told you, some people I used to work with, they sold their homes and everything. And they bought these big, nice RVs. And I ain't talking about old people. I'm talking about young people, man, in their 50s, 60s. And they've given up the rat race. They still live in America, but they've given up the rat race. They're traveling all through America and Canada in their RV. And they look like geniuses right now with this COVID. Because they had convinced me to do it. That was my way of escaping. TJ Johnson said, give enough tips to the same girl, though, and someone who usually doesn't give a happy ending might change her mind. Yeah, but there's plenty of places for that old happy ending stuff. Hell, you go home and get your happy ending. You don't, and a happy beginning. See, a lot of times what I do is I get all that taken care of before I go there because it's embarrassing if you got this nice woman giving you a nice massage, then she turns you over and you got a hard on, man. Come on. I try my best, because you just kind of relaxing because you got on they give you these little bitty hot pants to put on when you go get a massage. You got to take your clothes off. They give you these little bitty pants. And it's kind of hard when they start rubbing around your thigh, around your sensitive area, so to speak. And you got to do everything in your power not to, get excited because it's embarrassing, I'm pretty sure. Ty Cromwell says, I always get burned when I help people. They take it as weakness. Well, see, there's a law, Ty. It's called the law of compensation. You're not going to get burned. See, people can't really cheat you. They can only cheat themselves. And it doesn't matter what your motive is for helping somebody. That's an irrefutable law. It's like the law of gravity. When you help somebody, I don't care what it is, it may seem like they're taking it for weakness, and it may seem like you're getting the short end of the stick, but it's going to come. And when it comes, it's usually going to come from an unexpected source. And it's probably going to be 100 times, 1,000 times your sacrifice, man. I promise you. When I started Sunshine Shoulders July 26, 2020, man, and I told my wife we were still, were we still together at the time? Yeah, I was in Zamboanga. She thought I was crazy, and her mother. You're going to give 1,000 a week? You can't afford that 1,000 a week. I said, watch me. And a year later, we've given away over 1 million. We have given away over 1.1 million pesos. That's just on my Facebook page. There's stuff that we do that you never see. I would say another 25% of that in 1 year. And hell, people over here probably thinking, hey, I'm going to get that American. Let's use that American. But you can't use me. Every day I get somebody sending me pictures of their parents, their kids, and everything. I just tell them, I'm not a charity. I wish I could help everybody, but that's impossible. So I use my spin wheel. I say, sign up for the spin wheel and to have a chance to win. But no, you don't get burned, Ty. It might be the reason why you're still alive, brother, right now, believe it or not. Frank Ellis said, I bet that pageant winner's enjoying their 10,000. Well, I don't even know if she picked it up yet. Let me check. Because I sent it to her. Let's see. Yeah. She's getting ready to pick it up. See, I sent it. If you can see it, I sent it online because I was running late today. I didn't want to go to M. Lawyer. But you can see the hearts that she's going to pick it up. I'm pretty sure of that, guys. And hey, James Lance, thank you, brother, for that super chase. And honestly, brother Calvin, my dreams are a wife and a new life. And because of you, I believe the Philippines is a place to accomplish that very dream in retirement, man. It has been for me, man. And, you know, if it's not here, man, make it somewhere. But I tell you what, your odds of it being here, man, are great. And thank you so much, James Lance. Hey, thanks, David Masters, for the super chat. He said, Calvin, thanks for replying to my email. Hope to meet you when I get there. I certainly need those 2 extra years, being 60 years of age now. Thank you, brother, and I appreciate it. And I'm always answer emails, messages, or whatever, man. I'm just not. I hope I never get that big where I can't do that. I'm just a regular guy, but yeah, I want my 2 years too, David, man. Thank you so much. And it'd be a pleasure. That's why I'm building this guest house. Because I want somebody over there that I can chop it up with all the time, man. You get lonely over here. I see John about once a week, but that's about all I can take of you, John. That's a joke, John. But yeah, Frank Ellis, yeah, that 10,000 is going to go a long way. But she's a college student, guys, so she says she's going to use that for tuition. Roy Bellamy said, hit the lights. Yeah. Okay, George. Cone King. Thank you, George. Yeah, I want to appreciate him for that. And I'm going to give him a shout out for that, because I ignore them. I don't have anything to prove to those people. They're only talking about the negative. They never talk about, the positive things. All he has to do is go right over to my Facebook page, but they never do that. Ern Hernandez and all them guys, they never do it. TJ Johnson said, when I see y'all talking to Lynn, it feels like you're responding to an imaginary friend. Now, Lynn is real. She's been on here for a long time. Hey, Roy Bellamy, thanks for that super sticker. She lives in San Diego, and she's been, let's see, you've been in America since you were what, 14 or 15, right, Lynn? Good morning, George. Terry Rivers says, same happens to me, Ty Cromwell. Well, like I said, I got great news for you guys. They're only cheating themselves. And even though you seem like you're getting cheated, you're not. I promise you that you're not. Imagine, look how far I've come in this last year, guys. If you don't believe in the law of compensation, this isn't coincidence. It's a real law, but some of us practice it accidentally, But it's a real law, whether you understand it or believe it or not. I don't understand the law of gravity. I don't know anything about physics or anything like that, but I know if I throw this ink pen up in the air, it's going to come back down, and I'm not going to argue with anybody about that. See? It's the same thing with it's so many laws, guys, and I didn't know about this stuff till I start reading these books, man, the law of increasing returns. See, it sounds crazy, but the higher you set your goals, man, the more the more success you're going to have. It's just, those are mental laws, guys. It's crazy, man, but it's true. Hey, Carlos Hayes. He says, you're an impressive young man, Cal. Man, I appreciate it, brother. John Wells laughing. He said, TJ Johnson, Lynn is real. Yeah, she's been on her for a long time. And Lynn's got the nitty gritty, and she's not afraid to share it. Hey, lip gloss laxative. Thanks for that super sticker, man. That's funny. Whatever. No, it's not. Ty Cromwell. No, it's not true. He said, I realize now that YouTube content creators are competitive with each other. Whenever money is involved, people get nasty. No, it's not that. It's just the trolls. The people who you've never seen, Old Dog, New Tricks, Filipino P. You've never seen those guys come after me. You're never going to see me go after anybody. That's not true. Really, we're a community. The YouTubers are a community. It's like, and we respect each other, because if you think this is easy, it's not. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But I got great respect for those people. The only time you see people doing that is people who are jealous, who are trying to bring you down, who have nothing else to do. I mean, why would you sit around and make a nasty video about somebody like that? I mean, that don't make sense to me. Rory Bellamy said, helping others, we help ourselves. That's a law. It's an irrefutable law. If you jump off your roof, Rory, you're never going to go up. When you jump off, you're going to go down. Carlos Hayes, he said, I'm really glad you found your peace, but I'm keeping my black tail right here. I don't blame you, man. It's just to each his own, Carlos. There's no right or wrong, to be honest with you. And that's a fact. But even if you stay in your home country, don't stop dreaming, man. Have a dream, whatever it is. See, I didn't say, should I risk it all at my age and follow my dreams to the Philippines or to Brazil? I just said I have to follow my dreams, whatever they are. See, this is something I believe in with all my heart, man. I'm not taking any dreams with me to my grave, man. I'm going to try it, man. If there's nothing to lose from trying and everything to gain if successful, by all means try, man. I'm not taking anything to the grave with me. I promise you, man. Choo-Choo says a woman can make or break a man. Absolutely. I remember when I was younger, my father told me something, and I believe it to be true today. We were at the stoplight, and this guy walks across the street, and he looks like a drug addict or something. And my father said, 9 times out of 10, there's a woman behind that. Most time when you see a lot of these men out here crazy and on drugs and they done lost their minds. And I'm telling you, man, I couldn't have been no more than 13. He told me. I'm 58 now. He said 9 times out of 10, it's a woman behind that. Napoleon Hill said one of the 30, he's got 33 reasons people fail. And on that list, I don't know what number it is. But one of them is you make the mistake, you choose the wrong mate, the wrong partner, the wrong wife, the wrong husband, the wrong boyfriend or girlfriend. And so, Choo-Choo, yeah, you're right. Ty Cromwell says, I like Filipinos. I just wish that they had a little more meat on their bones, curves. Man, you must have never been over here before. I don't think you've seen the whole picture. Yeah. Believe it or not, let me remind you that my wife, soon to be ex-wife right now, she was 36, 26, 36. You're not going to get any curvier than that here in America. And that's just a fallacy about Filipinos. Remember, we think that they're not Chinese. They're not South Korean, Japanese. Filipinos are mixed with a whole lot. And yeah, you're going to be shocked. Hey, Tata Sanders, he said, just checking in. Hope all is well, Calvin. He's got a channel now. His channel is different. It comes from a different perspective. He's married to a Filipino, but he met his Filipina in America. I don't think you've ever been here, have you, Tata Sanders? Have you ever been to the Philippines? I don't think he has. Hey, thanks, you dirty puppy. He said this is for the recent fire victims in San Carlos City. Thank you. We're going to take some rice over there today because, I was talking to my girlfriend because, I asked her, I said, what do you think the people need? And then I answered my own question. People that I know who've ever had their houses and structures destroyed, it's always food, shelter, and clothing. Now, I know that the government's probably going to give them shelter. So I'm just going to kind of work on the food and clothing. So we're going to take some more food. I took some yesterday. I'm going to take some more today. probably 2 big 25-kilo sacks of rice, and just whoever's in charge over there, let them distribute it, Carlos Hayes says, I'm at the place now where I'm just looking forward to seeing your vids, especially the house building progress. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. But yeah, thanks you, Dirty Puppy. And the 16th of this month, we go to Monica's place, and the 7-year-old, her 7-year-old daughter is really excited about that. Oh yeah, Frank Ellis, he said those energy drinks really aren't good for you. Most of the stuff I was eating over there, macaroni and cheese is not good for you either, Frank Ellis. It has no nutritional value. But I've been eating it my whole life. But them damn energy drinks, especially the great ones, man, I'm glad I got away from there because, hell, I probably had kidney problems, liver problems, and everything. Hey, the Bears, he said, greetings from Chicago. Thanks for the genuine vids. I appreciate it, man. And I really like that rookie quarterback that y'all got in Chicago. What's his name? Come from Ohio State. Now, ain't it crazy? Is this a coincidence or not? It seems like when they finally gave Lamar Jackson his chance, because for a long time they stopped giving these black quarterbacks a chance. They give Lamar Jackson his chance. Now all of a sudden, boom, it's like the floodgates is opened up. Fields is his last name, but I can't think of his first name. But man, he's good, and he's going to be good for a long time. What's the guy that came out of Alabama, and then the Hawaiian took his place? He went to Oklahoma. Hell, he's playing for Philadelphia now. I can't think of his name. The guy from San Francisco 49ers, Trey Lance, is that his name? It just seemed like all of a sudden, boom. Choo-Choo said there are chubby women in the Philippines. I married one. Yeah. But see, a Filipino, when she says she's chubby, she means curvy, really. Believe it or not. Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, attack karma. He said, I do believe in universal laws. Karma is one of them. But there's good karma too. It's not just, most time when we think of karma, we think of bad karma. But no, if you do good, good's going to come to you. It may not come when you want it to, but it's coming. Paul Smith said, Frank Ellis, do you blame it on fast food invasion? No. What happens over here is, the Filipinos have a strange diet over here. 30% right now, Filipinos right now, all beef. But they're not the typical Asians. They've got so much with Polynesian, Malaysian, African, of course, it's just European, Spanish, American, and everything that mixed with American. Yeah. You dirty puppy said it. Sunshine shows I agree with you on charity. Yeah. You can't really help everybody. But that's no excuse not to help and do as much as you can. I'm not a charity. I just give from my pocket. So if somebody sends me money, it's mine, and then I give it away. Because if I came out as a charity, it's just the need over here is just too great. You can't, you can't help everybody. It's just, it would overwhelm you. It would overwhelm somebody like me. And, who do you help? The lady sent me a message today. She said, oh, I really need your help. And she sent me a picture of her little son. He's got the cold rag, I guess, on top of his head. And I'm like, ma'am, I can't help everybody. I wish I could. I would help everybody, but why should I help you? I said, so many people who need help. I mean, so I just do the spin wheel and do it indiscriminately. Unless it's something like, I've only did it twice with Donna and Baby Denise and Rick and Violet. And now I'm getting ready to do it with these, fire victims, but even to this, I'm taking it over there to the people in charge over there and say, look, you distribute it. Mr. K says that Clayton, I think Calvin should share photos of the locals on every blog. What do you think? Well, see, you got to understand there's laws against that, Mr. K. You can't really put people on these videos, on your videos, without their consent. And I know now, when I'm walking down the street, that's what I try to do when I do these walk arounds. It's, hoping I catch somebody, but just to invade people's privacy like that, it's laws against that. You can't do it. Rasta Natty says, hey, Calvin, 1 million peso house looking fabulous so far. Thank you, man. I mean, we went there yesterday, me and her, and I did the update, man. These kids over there, of course, you can't say anything to the kids. Their parents will go crazy, but it's scaring me. I'm so glad they got that septic tank and they filled in that hole. But they're all in the house and all are throwing all the rocks that, there's a pile of rocks that they're probably going to need, in the sand. They're all into that. And then now they've got the engineers has purchased the tiles for the floor. They're in there. I'm afraid that they're going to come up missing or broken because the watchman, if that's what you want to call him, he's there whenever he feels like going over there, I guess. He wasn't there yesterday when I got there. Hey, lip gloss laxative. He said, take care, brother. I appreciate you, man. And thanks again for that super sticker. You dirty puppy said at Sunshine Shoulders, the kids will not leave the pool, especially during the night with the pool's light show. Now, is that something that we control at that place, you dirty puppy? Sam Champion says that Adam Chenoweth, lots of great places. Be sure to check out Baguio City in West Central Luzon on the ocean side. Cool in the summer because at a high elevation, you might not need an aircon. Yeah. Baguio City is now considered a tourist area, but if you're going to come to the Philippines, man, you better have your itinerary because you're going to miss out on some great places. But even though Boracay is a tourist trap, you cannot come to the Philippines without going to see Boracay, man. You got to go there, man. If you don't go nowhere else, go there. Zul Jab says your topic today should be a spin-off into a standalone vlog. I may do that, Zul Jab. Hey, brother, glad to see you back. I haven't seen you in a while. This is my friend. He's the tuxedo guy, Zul Jab, and the other ones. My girlfriend made me stop taking that stuff. It worked too good. And see, I'm in good shape anyway, but man, that stuff worked. And because I never took it before. I never bothered with that stuff. He sent it to me, the tuxedo peel, and it really works, man. It's just like, it's crazy though, Yeah, Mr. K, Justin Fields, James Lyons, yeah, 1976. Yeah, he's good. John Wells said, Mr. K, I agree, but most are too shy. Yeah, if I ask them to come on, they're not going to come on. But I can't just go around filming people unless, I'm walking down the street or something like that. But that's why, if the Philippines was open, see, I'm fully vaccinated now, so that may give me a little leeway eventually, especially before I leave, where I can take you to some tourist places like that, where you'll see a lot of locals and foreigners and everything else. But see, now it's just so, man, we're really on lockdown. It don't seem like it, but we are. We're on self-quarantine for real. You Dirty Puppy said Sunshine Shoulders bring more food than you expect. Yeah, because, well, you know, Filipinos, they eat all day. Now, they don't eat a whole lot, but they eat throughout the day. Yeah, we're going to bring our own food. We're going to cook our own food. Yasharala Asa Israel. Thanks for that super sticker. And I hope I got that right. Hey, Brian Royer, what's going on? I saw that link you sent me for those iPhones. I don't want any more iPhones. You know, it was a status thing for me anyway. iPhone is not the best phone. Apple makes computers. That's what they're known for. They're not known for phones. I know that now. Yeah, Zul Jab, he said this topic should be featured at a vlog. I'm going to try to get it together. Eric, hello, Calvin and family. What's your favorite NFL team? Well, I tell you this all the time, and JH gets on my case about it. I really don't have one now. I root for Baltimore because Baltimore is the old Cleveland Browns. Cleveland was my team. I got that from my father. Me and my little brother, we would cry. We would go in the bathroom and pray when, you know, the last seconds of a game. But when they moved to Baltimore and then they replaced it with the new Cleveland team, I just knew it wasn't the real Cleveland. And because Lamar Jackson went to college in Louisville, Kentucky, my hometown, I've adopted them. But so I would say Baltimore Ravens by way of the Cleveland Browns, which is crazy. Hey, what's up, Eric Terry? I see Seth's Travel Vlogs is on here too. Brian Bond says, yo, I love that you point out them building your house with no modern equipment. When I was living in Vietnam, I learned quickly that they had the same skills as Americans, if not more, and using less. Yeah. For some reason, we think we're the standard around the world, man. We're arrogant, man. A lot of times it's not true, guys. I'm gonna tell you something. That's propaganda is what that is. You know, I'm just telling you, that's just what that is, guys. Yeah. Yasharala Asa Israel says laws are different in the Philippines, people. Absolutely. And I think that's one thing that we get lost on. I just keep it simple, Israel. If it's a law in your country, it's probably a law over here. So if it's against the law over there, it's probably against the law over here. Mr. K said, get their consent like with the pageant. Yeah, but see, the problem I get with that, Mr. K, is this. It's the reason I got away from it. One of you guys will eventually hook up with them, and then things don't work out. Then you blame it on me. You see this guy, I had to get him off my channel. His name was C.O. Williams. He's going around on any channel that mentions my name and puts up the fact that, I put Mirror on there, and look what happened. He said I advertised Mirror as some innocent, blah, blah. He said that I knew. He doesn't realize that Mira is my girlfriend's sister, right? But she just moved back to San Carlos. Look how long ago that video was. I just got back to San Carlos in September last year. 1 year. September 17th will be 1 year I've been back. You know, but anyway, he's going on and on, you know, talking down about me, saying, oh, yeah, he puts these women on there. And, you know, he's supposed to be helping us, but he's really not helping. See, so that's why I stopped doing that. And then, you know, it's gotten to the point where women, they talk over here. Chismis, they know that if they come on Sunshine Shoulders channel, their life's going to change. So they come on here for the wrong reasons now. So I don't even do it. Now I do have a young Filipino man that I'm going to interview because I want to talk about how Filipino men really feel about us coming over here. And he shocked me at Boobie's birthday. He said they see us with Filipino women and they think, why not? Why them? Why not us? We're here already. And he says he sees foreigners. He says he's like 20, I'd say 24, 25. He says when he sees a foreigner with a Filipino, he says, oh, she's only with him for the money. And see, I never thought that. I never thought they thought that way. You know, because my girlfriend told me that Filipino men, they don't care as long as you're not fooling with their wife or their girlfriend. Okay. But yeah, he dropped some bombs over here and I'm trying to get him on my channel, but he works 12 midnight to 9 in the morning for an American company. He's a call center agent, but he does it from home. And so, you know, Clayton Murray said you have to respect people in their privacy. Yeah. And see, Filipinos, they're very bashful like that, man. They're very shy, man. And you just don't want to cause problems over here now. Remember I showed y'all where that piggery is? If you haven't seen my update on my house, I show you that you see that metal fence. It's like a shiny metal fence. I didn't know it. She told me, she said, well, you know, it's a piggery on the other side of that. That's where the smell comes from. Well, I can't smell it. Maybe I don't know what I'm smelling for. But anyway, some of the residents, they've doing a petition to have her move that piggery out of there. Well, my girlfriend says, oh, I'm going to take the initiative. I'm going to take it over here to the mayor's office because I know people in the office. I said, no. You're going to stay away from that because that's the kind of stuff that gets you in trouble over here. You know good and well they're going to eventually find out that you took that over there, and then maybe they'll burn our house down or something like that. See? So, yeah, you got to respect people and their privacy and their culture. Kevin Baxter says, you're a good man, Sunshine. I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, Mr. K, that's why I got away from that. Because they using it for the wrong reason. They're trying to use me now. It's been some bad cases. I've only did 4, and they all went wrong. They all went wrong, you know. And, you know, I'll just leave it at that. They all went wrong, all 4 of them. And they've all got motorcycles. They've all got money now. You know, and everybody else wants to come over now and get on Sunshine Shoulders channel so they can get a new life. They want a new motorcycle. Hell, they want to. Okay, Mr. K, I'm going to address this one more time. He says, a matter of fact, Calvin, the pageant contestants send photos and videos voluntarily. They do. And guess what? My inbox is full of y'all trying to get these young ladies information. I'm not going to do it. I'm not a matchmaker. That's not what my channel is. I'm not going to do it. I blocked a guy who I thought was a friend of mine, man. He started getting creepy. Every other day he said, can you get contestant number 1, contestant this, contestant that? I said, look, man, I'm not going to give you these girls' contact information. Are you crazy? What do you think I am? I said, these are young women. They're human beings. They're not objects. They're not something for you to come over here to try to use. I blocked him, man. I promise you I did. Man, you know, that's kind of stuff. I don't deal with that kind of stuff. I'm not like that, man. You know, if you want to do that, all you got to do is come over. There's plenty channels like that. Tim Gunlover says, I think the P is sexy. And, you know, everybody's got everybody's got their preference. Everybody, you know, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Really? What's up, Eric Terry? Sal said, Calvin, are you getting my messages? I'm not, Sal. My girlfriend just asked me about you last night. She said, Calvin, Where's Sal? We don't hear about him no more. I said, maybe he's busy or something. Maybe he might be mad at me. But no, we're not getting your messages, Sal. She just asked me about you last night because she knows that me and you talk all the time. David Master said, I agree, Calvin. Baraka is a good place to see, but I need to check out that other island you mentioned before. I think you said Sikiho Island. Yeah, it's a lot. It's many. If you're going to do Sikiho Island, David Master, then do Comody's Island. It's another small island. Sikiho Island is the third smallest island in the Philippines. Then you got Batayan Island. You got Malapascua. This is all in the Visayas region. Now, Boracay is considered, it's not really Luzon. It's like Western Visayas, really. It's not far from Iloilo. It's about 4 hours in a van, 5 hours on a bus. But it's so many places, man, in the Philippines. It's just so many. I can't put my finger on why more people don't come here other than the fact that it's just too far away. Other than that, because, man, it's some unbelievable places here where there's no over tourism. You will literally have the whole beach to yourself. When I went to Glen down in the Sarangani province, maybe like a 45-minute hour ride from General Santos city in Mindanao. Whole day, man, we had the whole entire beach to ourselves for the first day. We got there on a Thursday. We stayed from Thursday to Monday. There was nobody there. I mean, it's like a 1 kilometer stretch of just white, the most beautiful white sand beach that you ever see. And then at night, because it's so pitch black, and you'll see this in Sikiho Island too, David Masson, or anywhere where it gets real, real dark. You'll see the stars, man. It's like somebody took some glitter, a handful of glitter, and just threw it up in the air. It's a sight that you have to see. And my stoop, it's the same iPhone I had. It couldn't capture it. I needed that. Unbelievable, man. But yeah, it's a lot of places over here. Don't make me roll out of it. Said, man or woman you choose to your partner affects everything in your life. Yeah. Your mental, your peace of mind, your love inside you, your happiness, how you get through tragedies, your success. Choose wisely. It's one of the mistakes. It's one of the causes of mistakes. You choose the wrong mate. Imagine being with the wrong person, man. Living with anybody is a challenge. Living with another human being, man, human beings are complex. And trying to live with another human being, it's hard, man. But especially when you don't get along. RC and Jack says, hey, Cal, passing through, checking in from the airport, traveling for work. Oh, man. Yeah. Traveling again. Much love to you and yours. Thank you, brother. Okay. Yasharala. Okay, brother. Yasharala. Let me write that down because I'm going to see you again. Yasharala. Yeah. Remember, what's the name of that group? Was it? No, I can't remember. Shamana or something. No. Retard 2019 says, hey, Calvin, can I donate to Juvie? I'll get what I'll do, Retard 19. See, you're doing the right thing. You're asking me, can you do it? What I'll do is I'll ask her, is it okay to give you, will she give me her contact information to give to you? And then, you know, if it is, then I'll do that. But yeah, I'll do that for you. I'll ask first. But now it's just the way he came to me and just seemed creepy. And I start going back in his messages and I said, this guy, you know, he's not the type of guy I want to get involved with. So I blocked him, man, on my WhatsApp. He's not the type of guy I want to be involved with, you know. I'm not going to give anybody, you know, it's not for me to do that. It's not what I'm here to do, man. Um, Frank Ellis said, and Mr. K, yeah, MTR was blown away. Who's MTR? Now, if they were blown away by P, then man, you know, imagine if they really came over here and saw some people. And I'm not putting her down, you know, because like I said, no, not Shalimar. I know Shalimar, but there's another one. Remember the guy, Shamanan or something. Yeah, Shamanan. Cons 2911 said, guys, we're missing. Tack Cromwell said, Calvin, you and your lady fit good on that motorcycle together. Yeah, but I won't, after yesterday, I won't ride. I told her I'm never going to ride again. She's got, her motorcycle is a little bit bigger than the normal. She got a 150, and the seat goes like this, and then it goes up for the passenger. So she can sit here. A lot of them are just flat. But yeah, but see, I don't like the way they drive over here, including her. See, when we first met, we got into it because we were over in, when we first met, the first date we had, I took her to Sikiho Island. We met in Dumaguete. So I took her to Sikiho Island. She'd never been there before. I rented a motorcycle, man. I like to throw her back then because of her driving, man. They drive too fast, and, you know, making that left turn is one of the most dangerous turns you can make anyway. I don't care if you're in a car, in a motorcycle, on a bike. You turn left against the traffic, you know, when traffic's coming both ways and you make that left. Because see, Filipinos, when they make the left, they don't look back this way. They don't look at what's coming. Their whole philosophy is this: I'm going to get out there, and then whoever's behind me needs to stop. You can't do that. So every time I ride with her, she scares me to death, and we end up getting into it. So I told her, I said, we can stop all that right now. I would never get on the back of the motorcycle. It took me until I met her, which was 2 years ago, 10 years to ever get on a motorcycle here. It's dangerous. Let me tell you something, man. One of my subscribers who won the spin wheel one time, won a 25-kilo sack of rice. It was actually her father who won, but he didn't have a YouTube channel. So he put his daughter's name in. He was killed. What's today? Thursday. Tuesday. He was killed. He's a tricycle driver. And somehow, some way, he was, remember that big truck came through here, my street one time, a big molasses truck. Yeah. I mean, it was ugly, man. And see, over here, they show everything. They showed him in the middle of the street because evidently either the truck fell on him or something, but all his intestines was just out, and he's on the street. He's laying down. He's got his mask on, but from here on down, it was just, it looked like, you know how when you open up a can of biscuits, it was ugly, man, because of the driving here, man. And either one of them, I'm not going to blame the victim. I never would. But they're in a hurry over here, man. They're in a hurry over here, man. Love Beat Muse says, hey, Brother Cal, I know one thing about you. You have a big and good heart. You jumped on the burning of the poorest families before any local blogger. Thanks for your view. Yeah, but see, a lot of times they don't, I don't know. It's just people did it for me. And it's just, you know, I was raised in a house of love and compassion. It's just the right thing to do, man, especially if you come to the Philippines. You know, if money's a problem for you, and I ain't talking about having enough money. I'm just saying, if you're so petty about money that you can't help somebody over here, you probably don't need to come here because it's just so much need over here, and we're guests here. I mean, you don't force you to do it, but if you got to be dead not to see some of the stuff that goes on over here. And I'm not just one of them. I can't walk past that stuff like that. American Citizen said, if you never listen to Shalimar, check it out before you go to bed. Oh, no. Shalimar is one of my favorite groups. I probably got every song Shalimar ever came out. Sam Champion, this is great information, guys. He said, guys, listen up. Don't make your decision to relocate to the Philippines based on a single visit. 30 to 50% will give it up. So many different reasons, like having to shower 3 to 5 times a day from sweating. Now, it's a little bit less than that now because people are really, I don't know if their life situations or wherever they're living is so miserable, but now when people make it over here to the Philippines now, Sam, they're not leaving the way that they used to. And one reason is, like you said, we're giving it more time. Because if you come over here for 30 days, you're probably, want to run back. But if you come over here and you give yourself time to adapt and get acclimated to the Philippines, you're gonna like it. It's not you're gonna eventually stay. The longer you stay, the longer you're gonna stay, if that makes sense. But yeah, I would say come over here a few times, or when you come over here, give yourself at least a year, man. But yeah, Sam, it's a lot less than that now. They're not leaving the way they used to. When I came over in 2009, a lot of expats was packing it up and leaving, but it's not like that anymore. Clayton Murray says, too obsessive, Cal. He needs to get off his device and get out amongst it. Yeah, that if you're talking about that guy, yeah. Believe it or not, he got creepy. Let's see. The barber says, what did the barber say? It says, let me go back to him. A lot of times he'll say some stuff that, because he was in the Navy, my Navy buddy, Terry Barber. We wasn't in the Navy together, but this is crazy. This thing, okay. Yeah, somebody said, Seth Travel Vlog said that David Madison and Comegan Island too. Yeah, I've been there. They've got a sandbar that's unbelievable. It gets hot out there. There's no trees or anything. Seth Travel Vlog says the border open now, Calvin, Occidental border. Well, it just depends on when you go. John says he don't have a problem, him and his girlfriend, because his girlfriend's got a Shana, Todd Johnson. Thank you. And thank you, J-Dog is me. See, I knew I wasn't crazy. Chad Shivrel says, yeah, Shana, yeah. That's who I'm talking about. Oh, here it is. The barber said, but we had a petty officer married to a Filipino. She sold the house, furniture, and cars and left her kids at the Motel 8. Yeah, you're going to run into stuff like that. But all in all, you're not going to get that. He got unlucky. Remember, I tell you that you don't get lucky here, you get unlucky. Tim Gunlover said, we raise pigs. My dad would say, yeah, that smell, that's the smell of money. I never saw much of it, though. Hey, Kevin Keene, he said, hello from your Louisville brother. What's up? American Citizen said, get a job. What's that mean? Oh, he said, the barber said, when we returned the night from deployment. Yeah, a lot of that happened. Cornelius Mack, Shalimar. No, Shana Na is who I'm talking about. And then they had a show on in the 70s. But Smoky Mountain Marla said, I'm sure your girlfriend keeps both eyes on you, John. Well, that's her investment. Walt Mosher, thank you, brother, for the super chat. He said, Calvin, how many veterans are expats from what you can see? Always good to know there are vets who can connect with when overseas. Well, let's see. Like I said, okay, I met John. He's not a veteran. I'm a veteran. John's not. The guy I told you I was talking to at McDonald's the other day, he was a veteran. It's a lot of veterans over here. I would say, I'm going to say 50-50, really, probably. Because, people who've been in the service, they don't have a problem being overseas and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's a lot, Walt. And if you stay in that, if you stay into that expat alley, you're not going to have problems finding. As a matter of fact, I met another guy over here, but he didn't want to be bothered. He was a retired sergeant from the U.S. Army. So in a little place like San Carlos, I've already met 2, including myself, makes 3. So yeah, it's many. But I wouldn't know what percent, but it's a lot. Ty Cromwell says, Calvin, why do you think we American men are so thirsty when it comes to women? Because of the games that American women play and just our whole culture and the way the dating scene is set up. A lot of it's so shallow, and many American men, when we get over here, by the time we get over here, no, the ego will tell y'all, no, we're sexually frustrated. Now, if you're not, and you're getting good sex and you got good relationships in America, why in the world would you come 8,000 miles then? You don't have to do it. There's so much to see in between the United States and the Philippines that if you're happy over there and I'm normal, I've got women, I'm, blah, 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 why would you come all the way over here then? Because I don't understand it. You got Mexico, you got Panama, you got all these places, DR, Dominican Republic, all these places. By the time you get to the Philippines, Brazil, Colombia, and all those places, why in the world would you come all the way over here? But yeah, it's because a lot of us are sexually frustrated. And, the feminist movement there has just made relationships so tough. Women are so entitled. They're in charge of sex over there. I'm sorry, man, but they are. And that's the way they look at it. You got to bargain. People, imagine bargaining with your wife. I was married to my American wife for 18 years. Don't you know, we were married about 16 years. And toward the end, and she says, all you want me for is sex. I couldn't believe it. And, that's just the attitude that's why. So when you meet women who are more open-minded, whose culture says, who knows that, that men and women, yeah, we're equal, but we're not the same. And they're okay with being women and playing to your man. Then yeah, and you see there's women out in the world who look at sex like you do. Sex is just as natural as breathing. But because of that religion, we're very religious over there. We're almost fanatics over there. It's a lot, Ty, but we're thirsty as hell. But you quench your thirst over here. Promise you. Hey, Cockney Cliff, thanks for that super sticker. And they don't even look at it like that. They just look at it like, okay, it's my husband. I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to make him happy. Long as long as she's taking good care of me and making me happy. Yeah, Mick Fisher, Shana Na. Yeah, says Travel Vlogs. He said, be careful when driving. It's too dangerous. I've never gotten behind the wheel of a car. Even now, when I'm riding my bike, which by the way, I've got to take my bike today. The clown sold me a bike. The sprockets broke already. I haven't had the bike but maybe 3 months, maybe. They're going to fix it. See, now, if I'm in America, I take that bike back, they give me another one, or at least a free sprocket, I'm sure. I'm going to have to buy a sprocket and pay the people to put it on, see, because there's no guarantee they don't guarantee their stuff over here. You know, there's no warranties. I got finished playing tennis not yesterday morning. Yeah, yesterday morning. And no, day before, Tuesday morning. I get on my bike and it's like pop, 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 making these popping sounds. And I'm thinking, what in the world's going on? And my whole back wheel shaking like this. No ball bearings inside my sprocket. Wow. Wow. Says Travel Block said my boyfriend broke his ribs driving accident in Davao. Yeah. You Dirty Puppy said it. John Wells, I have 7 kids at home, so we need a vehicle. Just bought a Subaru Forester. You know, yeah, some people, need it, but I'm just saying be careful, man. Harold Till said, Calvin, just close your eyes and pray and ride and relax. Now, see, because they take too many chances. See, we got into it yesterday because she's making the left. Now I can see what she can't see. There's 2 motorcycles I'm talking about. If I don't say, hey, honey, what are you doing? And she don't slow down, they're going to hit me. But she says, of course, what everybody says. I saw it. Well, if you saw it, why would you drive out there and put my life in danger then? If you saw it. And that's the kind of, discussions, because I don't argue with anybody that we have. And so I said, okay, I can stop this. I won't get on another motorcycle again. Now, remember the guy who got killed 2 days ago, he was a tricycle driver. He had a passenger too. The passenger didn't get killed, but he's hurt. And everybody here is just in a hurry, man. Remember, there's no stoplights. There's no stop signs or no stop signs that anybody respects or pays any attention to. It makes for some dangerous driving in a little place like St. Carlos City, man. Even when you go to Cebu and all those places, you're going to see there's no yield signs that anybody pays attention to. And it's dangerous, man. That's all I can tell you. It's the most dangerous, and I didn't say it. It's the most dangerous place in the Philippines is on the road, either behind the wheel, either you're the driver or the passenger. That's the most dangerous. That's the only thing, that's the major thing you have to worry about. It's not getting kidnapped. It's not that 2-man tandem shooting you down. It's not the rebels. None of that. It's you on the road. And just remember that, guys. Kevin King said, Calvin, for a first visit to the Philippines, what are the must-see or do places? I would not be coming to meet someone, just experience the country. Yeah, and like I said, if you come here, you have to go to Boracay. That's, get that on out of the way. Okay. And then, there's so much to do up in Manila and Luzon. Go to they've got a war memorial cemetery up in Manila. It's the biggest cemetery with U.S. servicemen outside the United States. It's unbelievable. It's a pristine place. Go to see that. See the U.S. Embassy, believe it or not. Go by there and see that. It's got to be one of the nicest embassies that we have around the world. It's palatial. I mean, it's a big, gigantic white place, and it's just something you need to see. But then, while you're there in Boracay, it's just so many other places you can go. I mean, really, man. But Boracay, I would say go to Boracay. I would say go to Panglao, Bohol. Now, pre-pandemic, it was really, really a nice place. I would go to Siquijor Island. And all these places are not far from each other. Like Says Travel Vlog said, because Central Visayas and Western Visayas and Northern Mindanao, they're not far from each other. So you can go to Northern Mindanao. It's a lot of good places like Camigan Island she's talking about. It's just so many. Surigao Island. But you definitely want to go to Boracay if you don't go nowhere else. It's really nice. Clayton Murphy says, I'm packing my tent for backyard camping. Yeah, don't do that over here. Don't embarrass yourself, man. I told y'all think I don't even call the guy a friend because he's really not a friend, associate. My wife and his wife, they knew each other really well. But he bought a tent over here and stayed in her mother's front yard. And it's probably the most cringy thing I've ever seen. It's probably the most cringy thing I've ever seen. An American, he's an American from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. One of these conservative Christian guys, Trump supporter, which I don't care who you support. But he brings a tent over here. Pitiful. Seth Travel Vlog says, enjoy, stop complaining you're in a third world country. Well, I have to disagree with you, Seth Travel Vlog. The Philippines is not a third world country. It's not a poor country. There's a lot of people who are poor, but Philippines has the 27th pre-pandemic largest economy in the world. Now, people don't realize that this is not a third world country. It's somewhere in between. I forgot what they call it, but believe it or not, it's on the same level as South America, Brazil. What's some more of the countries that you wouldn't believe it? It's on the same. The Philippines is on the same level with these countries. They're somewhere in between a developing country and a developed country. They call it something. I forgot what you call it. And now let me look real quick because I don't want to put that out there and not between a developing country and a developed country. It's called something. I looked it up before. Okay, here it is. It's not showing me. I can't find that link. But it's something. It's called something. But that's what the Philippines is. Because the Philippines, man, it's billions and billions of dollars being exported out of this place every single day. This is not a poor place. Teddy Bear said, love the shirt, Cal. Your house is sweet, man. Thanks for the updates all the time. Yeah, Sam Champion sent me this. I guess is this the Air Force? Ty Cromwell says, the girl that won the contest considered attractive based on Filipino standards. Well, it just depends. You can't say that. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, really. Oh, yeah. Says Travel Vlog. See, we was talking about that on my last vlog. She said, I witnessed expats here complain about paying 5 pesos for parking. Yeah, weird. See, that's what my vlog was. I mean, my live stream was about last time. And she's right. And that's what I said. You see that stuff, man. You got to be crazy. Harold Teal said the Philippines has the most gold in the world. Very rich country. Yeah, Seth Travel Vlogs. I get what you're saying, though. She said, I see Calvin. Okay. No, Peter Anthony, it's not a developing country. It's in between a developing country and a developed country. It's in between there. They call it something. We're not going to argue about it, but look it up. It is. It's on the same level as South Africa, Britain. It's a bunch of, I mean, not Britain, Brazil. Maybe I asked Google the wrong question. I'll ask you this. Is the Philippines a developing country? No, here's what it's called, guys. Here, I found it. It's considered a newly industrialized country, which has an economy in transition. Okay. It's in between. That's what they call it. It's newly industrialized countries. That's what they call it. And it's in between a developed country and a developing country. The 27th largest economy in the world. You're not going to be a developing country. Oh, yeah, a man uses there's third world poverty. There's third world poverty in America, right? Have you ever went down on the Mississippi Delta? There's third world poverty in America. That's a fact. Hey, Cockney Clip says, Calvin, can you please buy some food for that dog near your new house? The poor thing looks like it's starving. Thank you, brother. You're a blessing to us all. I hope that dog's over there when I go over there today. That's the first time I've ever seen that dog over there. And it was so pitiful yesterday, Cockney Cliff. And I don't know if the workers might have shooed him away or whatever. I'm going to go over there today. Seth Travel Vlogs, Calvin, what can you say about the smart city? What is a smart city, Seth? That's new on me. I've never heard that. Stephen Yee said, yeah, Calvin, that American Memorial in BGC is jaw dropping. Yeah, you got to see that, guys. And you got to go by there. I'm going to tell you, it's one of the only good things I did, and I did it by accident on my first trip here. One of my first trips here, because I didn't know nothing about the Philippines. I stumbled upon the place. I was in a taxi cab, and the taxi driver, imagine that, a Filipino, told me about it. But they're the reason that we're even sitting here today. But if you go there, if you want to see something really nice, you know, a guy told me, he said, Calvin, you need to do a video on there, and I will when it opens up. I'm going to show you guys that. Because I want y'all to see it. Frank Ellis said American Deep South is third world. Oh, okay, says Travel Vlog. Dumaguete, the smart city. I love Dumaguete, says Travel Vlog. And I tell people every time I'm on my vlog, every time I remember, Dumaguete is one of my favorite places. It's because of I get this feeling. I get this, you know, when you go on vacation in America, wherever you are, you just get that I know I'm on vacation feel. That's how I feel in Dumaguete. Every time I go, I don't care if I fly in there. I don't care if I ride the to-go in there. I just feel like I'm on vacation. It gives me that feel. And then I go down by, you know, maybe because I have so many great memories in Dumaguete, you know, in my early days, 2009, 2010, before it got this big. See, in 2015, people don't realize, but Dumaguete was featured in a Forbes magazine article as one of the best places in the world for retirees, and that's why it got kicked up the way it is. But when I first started going in 2009 and 2010, it wasn't all that, man. It was just a beautiful place, man, and I still love it today, though. says Travel Block. So yeah, I really like that place. And remember, it's only a 35-minute ocean jet ride from my favorite place in the Philippines, which is Siquijor Island. Michael Mirday said, cool subject, risk it all. That's a board statement. You risk it all. That's a board statement. You're talking age factor. Yeah, and then, okay, Michael Mirday, do you have to risk it all to but is it though? It says, should I risk it all at my age to follow my dreams? You know, do you have to risk it all? And then what do I have to lose? But see, you can do that. You can follow your dreams at a young age too, believe it or not. But it's just like where you are in your life. See, where I was in 2018 was I was on the rat race. I mean, really, the hamster wheel was on me, really. And I had just reached a level, man. I had 4 adult daughters. Well, I had 2 teenagers at the time. One was 16, one was 19. Then I had 2 22-year-olds, man. And they, along with my job and my customers and my bills and my daughters, it about drove me crazy. And I knew if I didn't get out then, I was never going to make it out. And so that's the question you got to ask yourself. Where am I in my life anyway? Is it now or never? For me, it was now or never, Michael Mirday. When I was 55. So I guess everybody can answer that question. Lonnie Franklin says, hey, Cal, how did the beauty pageant come out? It came out great. The winner was contestant number 1, Chrissy Faith Duhay-Longside. She's from Zamboanga City. And it was our first one that I did. I'm going to have it. It's going to get bigger and better every year. Because they've got a big beauty contest here. It's called Miss San Carlos City. But I would never compete with that. I don't compete with the Filipinos over here. That's not a good thing to do. But I guarantee you my prize money is more. And it's eventually going to be more. Smoky Mountain Mala said, Calvin, I'm only risking a plane ticket and some vacation money if the Philippines doesn't work out. For me, I need to find out for myself. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, Smoky Mountain Mala. Everybody has to ask themselves, where am I? You know, because one good thing I like about the Philippines is here. Like I said, in these 3 years, it's been worth a lifetime to me, man. These 3 years over here, it's been worth a lifetime. I owe that decision. I owe my life to that decision. For one thing, because people was talking about, oh, should I bring my girlfriend to America or not? Look, you got the same woman. It takes a fraction of the money over here to spoil her, to give her a life that she never dreamed of. Just a fraction. Now, you're going to take that same woman and you're going to take her to America, and it's going to cost you a fortune. You'll never be able to fulfill her wishes. See, and that's kind of off the subject, but that was an earlier question. Why would you want to do that? And sort of like the same way with my lifestyle. If I can live the same lifestyle here for a fraction of the cost, no stress, no worries, than I was in America, why not? And that's where I am, and that's where I was. Kamal Fatty says, hey, Calvin, do Filipino people eat dogs and cats like other Asian countries? In certain parts they do, but as a whole, no. Filipinos don't do that. Do they have certain tribes up in the mountains, different places? But as far as, the masses, no. It's rare. Pierre Parfait says, hardest transition move to the Philippines is developing your patience level That is one of the hardest, um, because we don't have any patients in the West. Okay, um, and that's one of the things that you can easily tell a new guy from somebody who's been here for a while. Okay, you're going to see him literally pulling his hair out, pacing back and forth, because it's something that you um, have to get used to, man. You know, but it doesn't take you long, and but like I said, if that's all you have to risk, then why not? Um, but you have to ask yourself that question: where are you in your life? Some of us are in our 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. TJ Johnson's a lovely place. Wish I could find a decent effing taco though. I tell you what, if you go to Boracay, man, they've got, if this place is still open, which I doubt it is, excuse me, they've got a Mexican restaurant right on the strip. It's so good because right on that strip, you're going to see, it's just a bunch of different Italian, Mexican, native Filipino, but they've got a Mexican place. It was so good. I wanted to eat there every day, but she didn't want to eat there every day. But I wanted to eat there every day, especially the tacos. Delicious. Scott Tripler said, my wife knocks down $40 an hour plus benefits. Problem is she doesn't want to leave. Yeah, but by the time, you take out taxes and stuff like that, okay, so you figure your wife, if she working 40 hours a week, that's $1,600 a week. She's way up there in that tax bracket. She probably bringing home what? $800 to $1,000 a week, and then I don't know where you live. The benefits is probably worth more than the salary. It's just like I said, where you are, all the money in the world, they're going to buy you one more day. See, and that's where I was. I'm talking about, man, as an insurance agent, and by the time, everybody I enrolled, it's worth almost $500. So if I go over somebody's house and it takes me, sometimes I go to somebody's house, it's a referral, I'm in and out of there in 30 minutes. That's $500. So when you take the time that I was traveling to and from the appointment, the actual appointment and everything like that, I was earning about $200 an hour, but it wasn't enough to keep me over there in America, Scott. You see what I'm saying? Money all the time is not the answer. You can't eat money. And what rich man right now on his damn bed wouldn't give you everything he got, Scott, for one more day or one more week? It's just, it's no right or wrong answer, though. But it says, should I? I'm asking a question. I'm not telling you what to do. Should I risk it all at my age and follow my dreams? I said, yeah, and it's the best thing I ever did. It's that simple. Manuel Rojo says, I say never bring your woman here. They might change for the worse, but they're going to change for the worse. Because then they're going to start, make $40 an hour. And I'm not picking on Scott. I'm just saying, because my ex-wife, she earns close to $20 an hour now. It's like, I'm not going to leave her to go back to the Philippines, not realizing $20 an hour is not a lot of money over there in America. Hold on, guys. I got to pay I play tennis today. Wait, let me get it. Hi. Honey. Hi. Wait. They're all in the room. Okay, here she comes. Yeah, I'm back. But remember, she's young. She's 35. So she can take that position. She can say, I ain't going nowhere. I'm 58. Okay. My time is, I'm living on borrowed time. See, money don't mean a lot to me. If I wanted money, I could leave tomorrow, man. And the annual enrollment period starts October 17th, runs to December 15th. Then the open enrollment period starts from January 1st to March 31st. In that 6 weeks from October 15th to December 7th, I could earn 25 to 30,000, no problem, with my eyes closed. And then another 25 to 40,000, depending on how hard I work, from January 1st to March 31st. But I would be miserable as hell. I probably wouldn't make it back here, you know. So it just depends on where you are. You know, she's young. She said, I can make $20 an hour, but she can barely pay her bills over there. I have to help her because, but they don't understand. I don't, over here, they don't take out taxes really. Over there, they do. You earn $20 an hour, it's $800 a week. You may bring home $500 a week. Yeah, but your rent's $800 and blah, blah, blah. But it's just, it just depends on where you are in your life. I was at a jumping off point, and people thought I was crazy. Man, you giving up all that money to go live over there. Yeah, I did. And now it's, I'm looking like a genius now, even though I'm not. Because when you make decisions from your gut, from your heart, man, you're always going to come out on the right end. I can always go back to America if it don't work out. But if I never leave, then I'm always going to go to bed at night. Oh, man, thinking about what if. A.C. King said in North Carolina, they're offering school bus drivers $20 an hour with no takers. Yeah, same in Kentucky. They're going to have to, in Kentucky is so bad, they're talking about at one point shutting down the schools, not because of COVID, because there's not enough bus drivers, that they're starting you out at $20 an hour, okay? Now Brown says the King hospitality receiving PI beats living rich. And that's one of the facts, but living rich like that has its consequences. Probably very few of the people, now I'm going to say a lot of people watching me should be owning their homes by now, depending on when you purchased them. See, I didn't buy my first home until I was, how old was I? Let's see, 2004. That would have made me 41 years old. See, so fast forward 30 years, I would have been 71 to pay it off. So some of you guys own your homes, but a lot of you don't. And because I've got subscribers, man, they live like kings over there in America, but hell, they beating their heads against the wall to maintain that lifestyle. And I just didn't want that anymore, guys. I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. I didn't want it. That's the question you have to ask yourself. Do I have a dream that's bigger than the American dream? Which really is only a dream for the American dream, really is a reality for immigrants coming there. For Americans, man, it's really no longer the dream anymore. It's just the status quo. See? So I had dreams that were just a little bit bigger than the dreams that the people gave me when I graduated from high school. Get a good job, stay out of trouble, buy a house, get married, have kids, die at 62. See? I just dreamed a little bit higher. I said, my mother died at 62. My father died at 61. I didn't want that. I wanted something different. See? And so I started dreaming a long time ago. When my mother died, I was 30 years old. It fast-tracked everything for me. within 5 years, I had stopped drinking completely. I had completely changed my whole life around because I knew right then and there that no matter how much I denied it, I was in denial about death. When I saw my mother laying in that casket, I knew it was real. If my mother can die, anybody can die. And it changed my whole perspective, man. Hey, thank you, Travel Mike, for the super chat. He said, Filipinos have no idea the cost of living in the USA in taxes and health insurance. I've talked to several older Pinoys ready to go back. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the whole point, you know. But can you blame them? No. They go there for the same reason we come here. But it doesn't take them long to realize, hey, this isn't what I thought it was. I've heard many of them say that. Do they come back? No, because they've already been tangled up in that web over there. They're too committed. Man, my son's mother hasn't come back and seen her 2 sons in 5 years. She can't do it. She's taking care of them over here. She's taking care of herself over there. She can't afford to take off. You know, see? And you know, and I can't speak for them. I can only speak for me. She's saying, I know I need to be over here. I know that if I'm not taking care of them, they're not going to be taken care of. So, you know, I'm going to sacrifice, you know, really the best years of their life. She's over there working. I just got to the point where I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Pierre Parfait says, I don't do bugs. Yeah, well, I don't have a lot of bugs over here. Thanks to those, is he here today? Thanks to those geckos, we don't have a lot of bugs. You'll be surprised the quality of life you can live over here in the Philippines. You know, I'm living a good life. Let me see what this guy says. He's good. Iman Hogan says, I don't have anything to risk anymore as I'm set at 59. I retired at 50. However, I'm stuck in a rut as I'm not motivated to make the change, even though I really feel life is just slipping back. See, this is where you have to be self-motivated. You know, you have to ask yourself, what do I have to lose? You know, if you really feel like your life is slipping away and you said it at 59 already, why not explore your options? That's all I'm saying. I mean, you can always go back to the life you're living now. What if you get out here and you find something a lot more better, a lot more interesting than the life? Because see, man, we're drinking the Kool-Aid in America. I'm not picking on America. I'm just telling you what is true, man. All this propaganda that we've been fed since we were little, we think that there's nothing else out here, that if it's not in America, it's nowhere else. It's not true, man. We're only 4% of the population. You know, but we want to control 100% of the narrative, so you think we're the standard of everything. But it's a whole other life out here for people who are looking for it. You know, in Louisville, Kentucky, place I love. I was born in Lexington, Kentucky, moved to Louisville when I was 4 years old. So I was raised there all the way till I was 55. 334 square miles on a planet that's approximately 197 million square miles, about 58 million square miles of land. Now imagine that. Most of my friends and family never leave Louisville, Kentucky. Oh yeah, they might go to Florida for 1 week a year. Okay, or South Carolina or Puerto Rico. 1 week. Because we only get 2 weeks, most people over there. Okay. 334 square miles, man. So, Eamon Hogan, that's why you feel like you're stuck in a rut, because you are. A rut is just look up another definition for rut. It means grave. Okay? A lot of us are sitting over where we're dead. They just haven't, buried us yet. Because you're sitting over there on that speck of, of life that you live in. Who wouldn't be miserable? Who wouldn't be in a rut? When you got a whole world out here, man, where of possibilities. That's where I am, guys, and I'm not drinking Kool-Aid anymore. And then San Diego 102 said, Calvin, plus you seem to be with a woman you enjoy being with, so it's a win-win for you in the fields. That has a lot to do with it, but see, Lynn, nothing outside of me anymore is responsible for my happiness. I'm responsible for my happiness, and I am fortunate to find a woman that I can trust, okay, because trust is over love, okay, that I can trust, number one, who I care deeply about, okay, and we get along. Yeah, I'm very fortunate for that, but even if she wasn't here, I'd still be sitting here right now, okay. Hey, Mickey, 1863, thanks for that super sticker. But you have to ask yourself, that's why I'm asking the question, because I don't know where you are in your life. I don't know where you've been. I don't know where you're going. But at some point, you got to say, is this all it is? That's what I said. When I was earning all that money, in 2009 and 2010, more money than I ever even dreamed of earning. I was earning anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000 a month. I'm talking about my money, not money that I owe the other agents. I had a small insurance agency. I had an FMO contract with Essence Healthcare. They were out of St. Louis, Missouri. And I got a contract, man. I was only 5 years in the business. They gave me the contract for whatever reason. So I'm getting 50% of the commission of every agent that's working under me and 100% of my own. Man, I was earning more money than I could ever dream. But once I got up there, I was unhappy, man. I was like, is this it? Now I could give my family everything they wanted, my wife, and she still wasn't happy. Our divorce was final. We ended up separating in 2009. Divorce was final in 2011. Man, I thought I was supposed to be happy with all this money. I was miserable. I brought a brand new convertible, a Toyota Solara convertible, before everybody had them. I would just ride around all day. I'd get up early in the morning like I'm going to work. I'd stay gone all day. I was so miserable. I did not want to step in that house, man. I said, shit, I can't live like this, man. It's got to be a better way. So I'm telling you my story. I don't know your story, but I just want you to, I told John this, and he'll vouch. It takes a certain individual to do what we're doing. It takes courage. Punks need not apply. Cowards need not apply as an expat. You're not going to make it. You got to have courage to change your life, man. It's easy to sit there and just deal with the status quo and do what you've already done. What do they say? If you want something you've never had, you got to do something you've never done. That's what we're doing over here now. And that's really all it is. Harold Till says I make over $80,000 per year, and my retirement is over $40,000 per year. And that's a great, you can probably live anywhere in the world off of that. So if you're happy where you are in your life, in America, wherever you are, France, Britain, New Zealand, Australia, then stay there. But just because we get older, guys, doesn't mean we can't still dream, that you don't have dreams. That's all I'm saying. Frank L. said, Cal, you can't come back to the Matrix. It would be the death for you. Absolutely, it would be. I probably couldn't last there a week, because it'll probably be 8 days. Because for 1 week, they'll welcome me back like a returning war hero because they haven't seen me for 3 years. But then everything will get back to normal. My phone will stop ringing. Doorbell stop ringing. My daughters will be over there. The only time they call me up, Daddy, do you got this? Daddy, you got that? And you can hear crickets, after a while. And I didn't want that. Michael Dorsonville says, not how much you earn, it's how much you invest and manage it. Me, I have a 10%. This is a great thing to say. Rules that makes me very successful, brother. I've always known that. It's not how much money you make. I said that on my last video, one of my last videos. It's how much you keep. Most of us don't have a good savings plan. If it wasn't for a 401k, we wouldn't have nothing, a lot of us. So now you get to that point, you say, well, what's the point of me working for 40 years? What's in it for me? See, at some point you got to ask yourself, because as men over in America, a good man is somebody who maintains, protects, and provides for his family, Okay. When are you going to take some time out and say, okay, this is for me now? All right, I'm 62 now, whatever. I'm 65 now. When am I going to do something for me? Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. That man asked a question Paul Smith asked. He said, what's the mortality age of men? They say it's 72. John's reading the 78 is for women. There ain't no men living to 78 in America. It's somewhere around 72. Okay. We're probably gonna bite the dust before that. And you just got to make up your mind, man. It's more to life. I said there's more to life than this. I started working twice as much to maintain the same lifestyle. Logan had his music. Calvin, stop getting me pumped for the Philippines when we can't go. No, it doesn't have to be the Philippines, man. Go somewhere else. But don't be miserable, man. Life goes by too quick. You're going to die, guys. Listen to me. If you don't listen to nothing else, listen to this. You're going to die. All right? And you don't know when. I was listening to Agmendino the other day. He said, I can send any of you guys out. And in 1 hour, you can come back and tell me how much money you got in the bank, or how much people owe you, whatever. But I can send the same people out. And when they get back, I ask them, how much more time you got? And can nobody tell me? And it's true, guys. You don't know how much time you got. You could be gone tomorrow. Why sit there and be miserable? Why sit there and live your life? Because that's what everybody else wants you to do. We've been getting bad advice our whole life. I have. It was only when I started thinking for myself that my life started improving. I'm just giving you the nitty gritty. When I was listening to everybody else, man, you should go over there to the post office, or Ford, or Brown and Williams, work 30 days, get 30 years, get that retirement, and blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And I'm not putting people down to do that. See, I bought into that. And I was about halfway through in that process when I damn near died. Says Travel Blog says, live your life to the fullest. Yeah, wherever you are. Liquor license. Said John Wells is the Highlander. I think Sunshine Shoulder uses probabilities, and they know that if people wait longer to get bigger. Now, Social Security uses probabilities, and they know that if people wait longer to get bigger pensions instead of 62, that they would die sooner and would have taken less in the end. See, Lynn, you're on to something right there, because I'm glad you brought that up, because you shook my memory. Where do you think that they got the age 65 from, guys? Do you think that they just pulled that out of the clear blue sky for Social Security and all of that? No. Let me tell you, see, I worked in the Medicare field. I know this stuff. The life expectancy was 65 when all this stuff started. When Lyndon B. Johnson signed Medicare into existence in 1965, 64, 65, the life expectancy was 65. But we look at, oh yeah, that's so good. Our government is so good to us. Damn it, they knew that you would probably never even get to enjoy the retirement. See? They knew that. And even now, man, we're not living much longer over 65. You work 40 years and then you can get to enjoy it for 10. That's a bad, man. If they told you, if they tried to sell you anything else but Social Security on those metrics, man, you'd run the other way. But we drinking the Kool-Aid, guys. You know. Manuel Rojo said, bro, I agree with you 100%. Now it's my time. I did everything for the fam. Now it's time to go home to the farm. Absolutely, man. And they can't make me feel guilty. I gave my kids the life that they never even could have imagined. You know, took them everywhere, bought them everything, spoiled them rotten. But now that they 25, oh, Daddy, when you coming back? Why did you leave us? What do you mean I raised you till you was 22? You're a grown adult. I got to do something for me. I'm not a woman. I'm not going to live to be 78. I'm 58. I may have 4 or 5 good years left in me. Leave me alone and let me live my life out in peace. Okay. Travel Mike says, hey, I worked at a big plant. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. I seen many people retire to 40 years and die a year or two later. I retired at 50. I'm not working until I die. Enjoy life. That's exactly right. Let me give you this true story. I've never had a good job. I've always had great jobs. I've worked at Brown and Williamson, United Distillers. I worked at DuPont Chemicals. I worked at Borden Chemicals. I've never had just a regular job. Every job I had once I got out of the service was a great job. Okay. I was working at DuPont Chemicals, and this guy, all his job, he had so much seniority. He was the top man on the seniority list. I promise you this, true story. On the union, we had a union. And all he did, I promise you, he had like 45 years in, was come to work and make coffee and clean up the break room. That's all he did. Because every station had like a kitchen. And if you ever worked at DuPont Chemicals in Louisville, in Rubber Town, you know what I'm talking about. It's Merle Dow now. Don't you know this man retired at 45 years or 47 years or whatever it was. And 2 months later, he was dead. 2 months later, he was dead. You know, I don't want that, man. I've seen my father died at 61, man. I'm 58 already. I had a brother die at 55. I had a brother drink himself to death at 30. One of my brothers was killed. He was 26 when he died. He got shot. I know I'm going to die. So, you know, I'm sorry, man. I'm not going to. I don't care what nobody says. They can call me a fool if they want to. Well, I'm a happy fool. See, Caribbean Islands Life said, can foreigners travel to the Philippines now? American from Miami not vaccinated. No. No tourists can get in here now, but can foreigners travel to the Philippines now? Yes, if you got a valid visa, and there's many valid visas right now, SRRV, 13A, 9A, 9B, student visa, valid buying visa. If you're married to a Filipino, you can come back right now. Do the quarantine thing, and then you're here. But just on a tourist visa, no. Niels Brown said, live your day like it's your last. Nothing is guaranteed. Right. Plan to live forever, but live like you're going to die tomorrow. And it's, man, there's no greater words than that. But, you know, one thing I know is a lot of us are a whole lot more unhappy than what we're willing to admit. We won't admit it. We wear this mask. See, even over here, they wear a mask. believe it or not. They won't, we put on this front like we're so happy. You couldn't be happy over there doing what you're doing over there. And this is hitting on something, Paul Smith. He says, hard to imagine the world continuing after one's death. And see, that's how egotistical we are. That's why we don't want to die. We don't want to miss the party. We don't want the party to go on without us. But it's going to go on without you. So you might as well party now. Because if anybody should have lived to be 100, it should have been my mother. Many families she took care of, many grandchildren she raised, many grown-ass children she took care of. But she died in her prime at 62. Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience says, hey, Calvin, I saw you had a Fort Eustis shirt on. I was laughing because I was stationed there for 3 years as an 88 Hotel Stevedore. Good memories. Yeah, my buddy Sam Champion sent me that shirt. He sent me this one. I had an Army shirt on yesterday. Go on my community page, man. My girlfriend took a hell of a picture of me yesterday. One of the contestant number 2, if y'all didn't know, because she didn't mention it in her video, she was a policeman. So she didn't finish in the money, but she came over yesterday I'm in there reading, by the way, that the Beatles 66 book. It's a good book. Thank me later. Go out and buy it. I'm laying there reading. Well, the girl came over to pick up her 500 peso consolation prize. So I'm saying, well, here, give it to her. And they said, no, they want to meet you. Everybody wanted to meet Sunshine Shoulders, man. I get out here, man. It's a whole, damn near like a whole platoon of Navy, of policemen, man. It was the most impressive thing I've ever seen. So I said, well, take a picture with them then. They wanted to take a picture with me. So I opened up my gate and I stand there, man. I didn't even know they were behind me like that. She takes that picture, man. I put it on my community page. I would make it my Facebook profile picture, but I don't want them to get in trouble. Maybe somebody saw them and be like, what are you doing over there with him? But yeah, she came over and got her 500 peso, man. I'm telling you, man. It was impressive. But they wanted to meet me, so I had to get out of bed and come in there and meet them. But yeah. Miss Jody says, you're funny, Calvin. Grady and Sanford and Son. I'm probably about Grady's age. Travel Mike says, we had a maintenance man. Well, let me get this guy real quick. I'm sorry, man. I promise you. Michael Onstead, sorry. Thank you for the super chat. He said, great information at health insurance in the Philippines. That's what it's called, guys. And Michael Onstead, he's the on-board insurance agent for health. He lives in the Philippines. I'm thinking, right? Got 32 years in the business. Don't come over here as an expat without insurance, man. He'll tell you, he'll guide you in the right directions, and he doesn't pay me for that. That's how I was raised in the insurance business. You take care of each other. We've got a brotherhood. I don't even know him, but that's just how it works. Ben Fern case of Calvin, time to change the reality subject of crooking. Success Travel Blog said, hey, Calvin, how many years an expat are allowed to live here consecutive? Well, on a tourist visa, it's only 3. But on the SRV, it's indefinite. 13A, indefinite. See? It's some visas where you're a permanent resident visa. But the visa I'm on is a Balik Bayan visa, which is basically a tourist visa. I can stay here 3 consecutive years under normal circumstances, leave for 1 day, come back, start the 3 years over cess, which was love. Nobody on the planet has a more liberal. Philippines has the best. And that's one reason people come over here, because of their visa policy. Imagine that. I just come over here. Hey, I fall in love or whatever. I love the place. I can stay here for 3 consecutive years, leave for 1 day, come back and do it again. Who needs an SRV? I'm not tying my money up over here for $50,000, $20,000 like that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to. I never knew anybody, I promise you, man, and this is a fact. For 10, well, let's see. I'm going to say 11 years because Sunshine Shows is 1 year old, makes 12. For 11 years, I never even heard SRRV. Why would you do an SRV? You don't have to. But now all of a sudden, everybody's in my email. Get an SRV. Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not going to do it. I don't need to do it. Because now it takes away the freedom and it puts just a little bit of stress. It throws a lot of stress in there because now I'm going to bed thinking, am I ever going to get my 20,000, my 50,000 back? See what I'm saying? All these people got $50,000 a man or 20,000, whatever it is. They got it, guys, and more than likely you're not going to get it back. Okay, and it's just something you're going to go to bed with every night. You know, I don't have that kind of money to just say put that up there. So I decided instead of SRV, I just build the house. Yeah, Seth Charles Vlog says, oh, I see he's supposed to get an SRV, but the problem is the police clearance from the U.S. Not only the police clearance, but you got to have an FBI clearance. See, when you're dealing with these SRVs. It's not just the police. They're going to go all in your business. Seth Charles Vlog says, yeah, so live her consecutive 3 years and go out for 1 day. Yeah. Like this time, there's possibility he can't come back because of the pandemic. Yeah, see, under normal circumstances, you could leave for 1 day. And that's what I wrote my letter to the guy who's going to help me. I said, you know, under normal circumstances, I could leave for 1 day and come back, but now because of the pandemic, I'm not going to be able to get back in. I've got children over here who need me. I'm responsible for their well-being. I'm their sole financial support. See? Kona Ranger at Calvin, get a wood-burning stove for your home. Absolutely not. I'm trying to think. Man, listen, I've had enough of this wood burning stuff over here because see, they burn wood down in Zamboanga. When you go, I was living in the squatters area, guys. Remember, I was telling y'all when I started this, I live among the locals. I've always lived among the locals. And if they don't have charcoal, they will use and I don't care if they use charcoal either, but they'll use wood, and that smoke will choke you. Chess Travel Vlog says, any suggestions? Yeah, get married. Get married. And do like Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience did. But he was already married. He signed up for the 13A visa. See? Seth Charles Vlog said he needs to go back to the U.S. to get that. What, to get what, the 13A? No, I think Pumpkin Joe can talk to you about that. He just recently got his. World Beat 107 FM says 200 million people in my country of Ghana, 120 million women, 20 million are single with no kids, and they running out to the Philippines. No, Bender did that. Well, it just depends on what your preference is. World Beat 107 FM. See, you know the reputation that Ghana has. That hurts Ghana a lot. The reputation that they have over there. See, and even though people get tricked over here just as much as they do in Ghana, the Philippines doesn't have that reputation. And it's all about reputation. It's all about what people have been told, whether we want to believe it or not. It's all about what you've been fed. You know, and yeah, okay, if I was to go back to work, well, right now, my upline with WellCare is a young lady. I'll just call her name Kim. That's her first name. I won't tell you her last name. Her father did the Ghana thing. And the woman over there ripped him to pieces, sent him back with his tail between his legs, and he was dead within 2 years. I don't know what happened to Ghana over there. But like I said, and you know what it is because you're from Ghana. Yeah, and they're in my inbox now. You got a package from the president of the such and such, and you got sign here and send me this and send me that. No. Yeah, T.J. Johnson said Ghanaian government didn't like that slander and started hacking a brother. Yeah, I mean, no, they've been doing that. A lot of these love scams, that's where they're coming from. You know, Ghana, they busted them. They'll sit in a room and they talking. I mean, they got the gift of gab, guys. Okay. World Beat 107 FM is the Feds. Go ahead. Prince said, good time listening to you, Cal. I gotta leave and go bless these bills with the Success Travel Vlogs, man, about your 13A. I think she thinks her boyfriend has to go back to America to start that process. Tell her, Pumpkin Joe, okay? No, Uncle Mo 1010, I think you're talking to, no. I'm talking to Ghana. My ex-wife is married to a man from Ghana, okay? Trust me. And I don't even think it's a legal marriage because he got over here. He got over in the United States illegally. He's lucky. I don't know what happened. She spent all kinds of money trying to get him legal. And I don't think he's legal right now. I think if the people came knocking on the door right now, he'd have to go. Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience says you can do all of your 13A needs from here. See? Ridiculous. Said, are you living off your Social Security retirement? No, I'm too young. I'm living off my, I get a renewal income from my insurance business. Anywhere from $1,200 to $1,400 a month. That's why I live off all over here. And now my YouTube earns a little bit of money, but I live for 2 years and almost, let's see, I lived for 25 months off of that before my YouTube ever kicked in. Uncle Mo 1010 said, okay, Ghana too? Yeah, wow, yeah. Yeah, Ghana too. He's gone off here too when I said that. But, you know, let me say this, because I got to get ready to get off here, guys. That some men have found their happiness in Ghana. Okay? I just don't know any. But that don't mean it, but I'm sure they have. Because a lot of people talk about going over there. They see them fine-looking sisters over there, and they say, yeah, I'm going to go over here, you know. And, you know, and live my life, and they do. Brian Bond said, I love my African women, queens. Yeah, I'm not putting them down, but we're not talking about the women. We're talking about Ghana. He's saying, why y'all going all the way over there to the Philippines? Come over here to Ghana. He says he's been there, done that with the Philippines. I said, to each his own. There's no right or wrong. Hey, Peter Anthony says, stay safe, Calvin. Thanks for keeping it real. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I'm ready to get off here, guys. I really appreciate all the super chats, the super stickers. I want to thank y'all too, because my girlfriend informed me that Sunshine Shoulders, just on my Facebook page, we've given away over 1.1 million pesos to the Filipino people. So run and tell that Raul Sewage and Ern Hernandez and all the rest of you clowns that always got something to say about Sunshine Shoulders pockets. You conveniently leave out all the good that we do. I'm one of the guys on the low totem pole over here. Okay. Am I monetized? Absolutely. I'm proud of it. But my money doesn't pay your bills. But if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story. That's all I'm saying. Okay? And then I'll be fine with it. But yeah, we've given away over 1 million pesos. So, no. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Let's see, this is the kind of stuff you run into. Now, imagine this. Okay. I sent the lady the 10,000. The winner. She says, "Oh, don't send it to me. Send it to my mother because I'm too young to get that kind of money." 10,000 pesos. That's $200. So now she says, "Oh, I'm Lord, won't let the mother pick it up because they won't accept her ID." Really? She's got all the information. You see, if you come here and you don't dot your I's and cross your T's, you get all kind of headaches, guys, okay? The Philippines is really, really strict. Now, how would she get this information if I didn't give it to her? I'm talking about she got to have my name, not my name, just my name, but my address, my telephone number, the code, by the way. She got an ID, but now they're saying, "Can I transfer it to the grandmother?" No, I can't do all of that. You got to find some kind of way to get that money, lady. I'm really, see, I didn't come over for all this. But it's the Philippines, guys, and you're going to have to deal with stuff like that. But no, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. I hope Jason Flynn is still on here. Give him a taste of this. I think I'm the only Philippine vlogger that has his own theme song.
Real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Rams and Dodgers fans. The Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders is tomorrow. Yeah.
Boots on the ground.
I'm glad you reminded me.
Real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Yeah, Rams and Dodgers. Thanks for reminding me. The Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders. Happy hours tomorrow. Frank Ellis said Ethiopian women are dead gorgeous. I tell you who else. Remember, Africa is a continent. It's not a state. It's not just one place. What's the Somalian women? If you want to see the beautiful women, when I took my wife to Las Vegas, we flew from Louisville to, I don't know why, airlines do this. We flew from Louisville to Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we're in the airport, man, and that's where they all were, man. They all worked at these places. Man, you're talking about some beautiful women, man. It's not what they show you on TV, man. These women are beautiful, okay? But, it's some people, it's their preference, man, But yeah, meantime, Harold, T.L. Will, Shaw, T.J. Johnson, thank you so much. Mara says, when y'all heading to the Philippines? I'm already here. Boots on the ground. Thank y'all for the super sticker, super chats, thumbs up. Man, just for being here again, man. All your kindness, generosity, support of my channel, man. Take care, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going swimming. I'll put a picture of that on my community page. If you haven't had a chance, go on my community page. Check out that picture, man. I'm going to tell you, it's a cold picture my girlfriend took. It's classic.